This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at Tesla. I'm going to show you what a beautiful trade that was this morning. And then we'll take a look here at Carnival Crude, CCL. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we had Tesla, a daily chart, and we've got a 1 minute and a 5 minute chart. Now this morning, the market just absolutely just cratered, and now she's ripping up much higher. So what I always do here, like yesterday, it just sold right off, basically on the Fed, because I think everybody was expecting more than 2 rate cuts next year, even though inflation is still very, very high. So I just the combination of that and maybe the government shutdown here that's going to go on here in the U.S. But anyway, it was a good combination. But it was a great buying opportunity. Now, early in the morning here, we had this low here sitting right there at what do we have? 415. No, what do we have? Low, yeah, 410.31. Okay, so that's what I was watching. And as it came up here, it retested it and made about 410.23. And this was just a little bit after 7 a.m. here this morning. This was the buying opportunity here that I took. Okay, and then what I did is I ran it. I held it. I probably should have sold it here, but I figured this is going to go high. I could see the market was rallying up very, very nicely. And then what I did is I sold it here right at this level right here. Okay, so this got as high as 444. I didn't sell that. I didn't get that. I got 442, and I got in at 411 here. So that was a really nice trade here. So what you always want to do is pre-market is your friend. So when you see that coming here and that early, you know what I'm saying? You can and you look at that double bottom situation. That's the retest. As long as we're holding that, and then she starts rolling up. When you see that green candle, that's when you want to just get in this bad boy, just like here. Okay, on this candle here, and then we just ran this right on up here. Now, usually I would have sold it right here, but I say the market held out real nice, and you can see how it held that 50-day and rallied right on up here. But then I took it out. We had that topping tail here, and I said, boom, I'm just out of here. I put a stop in there at 442, and then I was done, and I was out of the trade there, okay? Oh, I should say I didn't even put a stop in there. I just sold it at 442. Okay, so I got out of there from 411. So this was really a really nice trade. Now, when you look at the daily chart here, you can see how this is rallying up here. We put in a lower low again here today. But if you look at the bottom of these candles here, today's low, you had that at regular hour trading was 417.64 level. Okay, so what we're looking for is 415. 71 right here is our support levels, and you can see how nicely it was holding that situation. But in pre-market, it came right on down. It won't show this because it's a daily chart, but it came down really nicely, just like it did here, all the way down to that 410 area, and then she rallied up very, very nice. Now, she's still going to be running. Now, I am long the stock, but I also traded, but I just wanted that nice, easy, quick trade, and Tesla was it. Now, on this chart here, what we're looking at daily is we need to close above this 442.78. Okay, so again, if we can get above that, then we can look at the top of this candle. You're looking at 456.36 level here. And then we come down here to 457.51, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle at 463.19, and then we just keep right on rolling at 483.99, and then we had a 488.54 here. But again, this 8-day is going to be key on a closing basis. But anytime you see a chart like this, always remember that pre-market is your friend. You can make some quick money, and boom, you're out. Okay, let's take a look here now at Carnival Crude. Okay, Carnival Crude came out today, and they look like they're gelling like a felon here. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it's just a beautiful chart, bottom left, upper right. Now, it came all the way down, and we lost that 8-day and that 21-day. But you can see here on today on the earnings and the guidance going forward that this is going to be something really pretty special here. So what we're looking for here on the upside, so far we had this high of 26.77. You're really looking for that 27.17. Okay. That's going to be your breakout and your retest. So when it gets there, we got to see what the reaction is going to be. Is it going to break through, or is this going to come flying down? Now, again, that's why I post on the weekly chart here. If it does, this is where we are right here, right now, okay? See, 27.30, that's going to be your next level, okay? And then what we'll do is we can come right up to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 30.12. We look up here. You're looking at 30.63. And then there's your big retest there at 31.52. So this has plenty of room to run here if you're like the old Carnival Crude. Now, you can see the strength in the RSI had as this is moving on up here. Now we're looking for another good shot of it. The green is still below the red, but it looks like it wants to curl up. So we got to see how this is all going to shake up. Now on the downside here, you really want to hold this key 8 SMA here. That's going to be very, very key. That's 25.87. And then we want to hold that 25.79. That's your 21 day. If not, then we'll just come down to today's low. You're looking at 25.44. We look at yesterday's low, 24.77. And then here's your retest there at 24.55. But what I do want to point out to you here is this gap. Okay, so say it does happen to sell off. You got the 50 day here, but just watch the bottom of this candle here. Okay, that's 23.51 level, and then we're looking right on top of that at that 22.67. So there's a gap in the fill if we start losing, start selling off here. But right now, just watch that. As long as it holds that 8 day and this 21 day here, this is good. And then there's your breakout, 27.17, and there's your big target there at 31.52. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old crude oil. Okay, crude oil is rallying up here with the rest of it here. We had a nice good rally here going. Yesterday we sold off here, but I don't like this here. This is like a double top situation, pretty much like what we had going on over here. Okay, so basically what it did, it came in there and made a lower low here, and we held this support. So today's low here so far was 68.42. We just look right to the left of the chart here. Okay, so you're looking at 68.44 level. So okay, so that was your key support level. Obviously, if this is lost, then we just follow the candles all the way on down here. Okay, you got 67.72, and then here's your big retest at 66.98 level. Now, you can see we're back above this 21 day, okay? So, yeah, 69.31. Crude just refuses to give up the old ghost here, okay? Now, upside here, what you want to look at is 69.76. That's that 50 day. And then we want to look here at this 8 day at 70.03. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we'll look coming here to the top of this candle right here. Yesterday's high, I should say, is at 70.58. Then we'll come over top of this candle. You're looking at 70.80. Then we have the old Hondo sitting up here at 71.25, and then 71.51. That is going to be your key level here. That's to take it up higher. But right now, we're still in a downtrending pattern here. If you look at it, if I just take this out a little bit here for you. Okay, see, this is a downtrending chart going on here. So, okay, so always remember that. So right now, all I'm doing is just trading. Now, I got a short going there on the SCO, okay, but I do is that I'm just scalping the long. So UCO was a really good trade there today, just like natural gas here, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But I say this was a really good trading situation here where you just, take the trade and then boom, I'm out of it because we got to go look at that 50-day simple moving average here. Okay, so just watch that 50 on the upside, watch that 8 on the upside. If you can get above that, 71.51, that's going to be your big target. We lose this 21 day on a closing basis right there. Okay, 69.32. Then we'll just look to today's low. You're looking at that 68.42, and then 66.98 is going to be your big test. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, what we're looking for here on the upside is we were looking here. Let me just see if I can spread that out a little bit there. All right, nicely. This is what we're looking for here on this top of this candle right here, okay? Looking at 3.64. So if you look at yesterday's high, when we had the breakout, what do we have here? You had 3.64. So that played out really nicely. Then realistically, I just said what you're looking for here on the more like a grander scale is we're looking for this 200-day. You're looking at 3.86. Okay, right now you're sitting at 3.75, so you're getting close. Okay, so that 3.86. This is going to be key here on your 200-day here on your weekly chart. So that's what's going to be your upside target. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you right after this video. I'm going to show you where the contracts are right now. I'll pull that up there for you. Okay, but right now here, what you got is you got the 3.86. That's going to be your target, and then we got to see what the reaction is going to be once we get there. Now, if we can, there's going to be a lot of resistance here going right on up here, but it should be pretty good. Okay, you can just follow the candles right on up here. You got 4.87 here. You got 4. No, I'm sorry about that. We got 3.78 level. After we get 3.86 level, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come right over here. What am I looking at here? Yeah, okay. So there's 3.87, and then we're gonna come right over here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 404, and then we just keep following these candles all the way on up here. You got 434, and then we get here to this is going to be the big target is going to be right here, the bottom of this candle right here. Okay, that's at 475 level. See how that price channel comes across? That's what we're going to be looking for here. That's going to be a big target, but you have to close above this key level right here, this 3.86. Okay, so if we do, we have a lot of good resistance levels here and right here, but just look at the bottom of that candle. That's going to be the target zone. Okay, so let's take a look here now at the contracts. Okay, you can see here right now we're in the January contract. You're sitting at 3.70. Okay, right there, January contract. Now, when we go to the February contract, which is going to start rolling over on Sunday, we're going to be right here in the February, and you're going to have come down to 3.37. Okay, and then the March contract, you're going to come down here 2.92, and then we have the April at 2.91, and then we have 2.99, and then it starts rising up here back in the level. So just take a look at this here. So, you know, let's say it drops off next week here, say, oh my God, natural gas is down. It really isn't, because all you're doing is you're just going from the January contract there to the February contract to the March contract. Now, if you want to, just punch up bar chart. You can look up any kind of futures that you want. But remember, we got the contract roll coming up here starting on Sunday night. So we got to see how it's all going to shake out. But just look at it where you're sitting at right now at the 3.72 level. And then we're going to come right down here to that. It's going to drop right down to 3.38 and then keep on going lower here until we get all the way down to the old May contract. Okay, that's what I got for you. And I'll be back here after the OPEC close, and we'll take a look at crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll throw something else in the old mix here. Now I see Bitcoin is moving up right nicely. I sold my short, and I got into IBIT, so that's what we're looking at there right now. Okay, that's what I got for you. I say I'll be back here in a little bit. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.